Welcome to your astrological natal chart forecast repo. This is a piece dealer, and I hope you gain the utmost of quality from this report. In this report, we are going to uncover the magical nature of this Leo transit that we will experience as a Sagittarius rising. This will transit your ninth house, and the ninth house as a Sagittarius rising is very profound, as Sagittarius is all about sight, and you have Neptune on your rising, which grants you clairvoyance, sight, the ability to not really see through things. That's more of a Pluto thing. This one is more seeing into the meaning, being able to see auras. And it's amazing, accordingly, to see your ninth house in Leo here with your moon. This is very indicative of the authority and the receptivity to courage and the showing of light. So we know that as a Sag rising, this will be a ninth house transit. And as a Capricorn, this will also be an eighth house transit. This is very important because we know that although this will be a ninth house transit, you'll be aware of this transit as an eighth house one. And so what will be happening is that you will be transforming the philosophy around how much you're going to just burn alive these naysayers and negative energies that seek to very much so undermine your value. And so why do I say that? You're going through an intergalactic war in your second house right now. It's the fight to really claim your value. Congratulations. Last year you began chapter 1. This year you're on chapter 2. So all the interpretations that I'll be interpreting are based on Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto being in your second house in Capricorn. Congratulations as a Sagittarius rising. All Sagittariuses and Sagittarius risings are getting ready to make big bucks. This is actually why I'm following Jay-Z and his business moves, because this is the type of wealth reconstruction that opens up for billions and billions. And this has everything to do with Pluto transforming your self-esteem and capacity to manifest since 2008. What this Leo season is going to serve to do is really manifest the strength of your genius attitude and heartfelt philosophy that, oh, nice. Jack O'Leary. What's good, bro? This is your reading. This is awesome. I'm going to upload this on YouTube too. So, yeah, this is definitely going to serve very, very amazingly to show you more so the strength of your heart. But why this is very amazing is you have Saturn in Leo. So before we really go deeper into the significance of how this is geared to play out for you, we want to establish certain things. The reading I did before this was also someone born in the 70s. So this is actually very relevant. But we want to just make sure we're clear here. We have, nice. We have Uranus at the end of Leo season. We're going to have Venus in Cancer. Okay. We're also going to have, there we go. We're also going to have Mars at the tail end of Aries. And Uranus is going to be retrograde. So, which is actually interesting. That means it's not retrograde now. So Uranus is going to be retrograde 10 degrees. Relevant for you because you're going through a Uranus return, and next year you're going to go through a Saturn return. So people born like 76, 77, y'all have this super rare aspect next year where you're going to have a Uranus return simultaneously when you're having a Saturn return. You want to see this opposition cross as the full completion of your supernatural abilities as they relate to harnessing the strength of your heart through your mind, and then harnessing the depth of your unconventional soul ability through your body. And this is what's going to match your passion and soul with your intellect and your physiology. So this is even more cool because you're Capricorn. And you want to remember Leo season is 8th house to Capricorn. So, like I said before, this is really just transforming the vision with which will change your career direction moving into Virgo season. Because coming into Virgo season, all this 10th house energy is going to trine your 2nd house. So I just want to emphasize a lot of what's occurring for you, bro, is once again getting ready to automate your income and getting ready to transform the quality with which you can even make money. So any delays concerning money making is just really because of the 2nd house chapter that's going to end for good after this year and once Pluto finally leaves. So, seeing that Uranus is opposite your 12th house Uranus is now finally fleshing out in practical ways the unconventional genius of your own spirituality by making you come to terms as well with unconscious habits that you must effectively face as they flesh out in your body. And this is where Uranus, that's currently trining your Mercury and Sun, are allowing you with very genius, practical, creative ways to manifest this through changes in your behavior, manifestations in your lifestyle. Okay, yes, 11. And Uranus is currently 10 right now. It's going to retrograde. So you're not at so by next year, once this goes direct, this is when someone just called me. This is when this is going to go exactly opposite. So I always love stuff like that. Like when the planet teases you and it's like, I'm about to be fully opposite, boom, retrograde. So that's what it did to you. It's like 10 degrees. We're about to be 11, but retrograde at 10. So what's also important about this is during Leo season, especially once the 7th of August to the 18th is when the sun's going to be conjunct your Saturn on the 7th. And then the 18th is when Mercury catches up to the sun with the new moon. And so this new moon for you, because we have to put the transits relative to the 3rd house, this new moon for you is going to be establishing a much more positive and spiritual outlook in allowing your heart to see and be receptive to what's happening based on the transformation of your self-esteem. And so this Leo season is going to help you see how much more valuable you're worth. And the reason why this is important is next year, when you finally complete your Saturn return with this opposition, it's going to be the same lesson, but you're going to be instead of this year where you're seeing how valuable you're worth, next year, when this moves into the 3rd house, you're seeing the strength of your attitude. You're seeing the power of your ideas. But before you can have the courage to evoke that, you need to work on your self-esteem. And this is why I said before, fuck the naysayers, because this is going to have a lot to do with people coming out that have a problem with your sense of confidence, whether directly or indirectly. There is a sense of clash. There is a sense of outside influences because of the oppositions, because of the squares. And so just be mindful of that. Other than that, this is really just to prepare you for Sagittarius season, where you're going to relaunch and reload much of this energy. Another important facet of this, of course, is Venus, that will trine your natal Venus as soon as it leaves Gemini and moves into Cancer. We're going to see Venus leave Gemini, I want to say the 7th of August. But on the 5th of August, it's going to conjunct the North Node in Gemini. So its conjunction into the North Node in Gemini for you is going to be in your 7th house. So Venus's retrograde and then subsequent conjunction of the nodes is setting up very fated and destined karmic contracts and contacts with people, utilizing you as an instrument of Neptune to show other people what they mean, to induce cause-effect relationships or cause-effect instances between you saying things to others and stuff happening to them. And so the alignment of Venus on the nodes is going to align the right people to really come into your life, or rather you saying the right things to people at the time you're meant to say. This is further compounded on the fact that your nodes are trining. So the node is 28 Gemini, and you have a master 29 degree Libra North Node, which is a huge deal. And so what this is doing around this period is it's fulfilling and aligning your destiny path of taking cardinal action as a Sagittarius rising to connect a community of artists. And it's connecting this in Gemini so that you're meeting and talking to the right people. So your North Node in Libra is supposed to help you establish this community. And then the North Node in Gemini is you in that community talking to the right people, really, really activating, really aligning. Okay. And so this is really a favorable period to network. This is really a favorite, especially next year. But this is a very, very favorable period to really just talk what's on your heart. It's nothing you even really have to activate, because what's going to happen is during this period, you're going to really be seeing potential that you can connect with. I don't want to make this inherently romantic, but moving into the 8th house, basically whoever you're able to move forward with while Venus is in your 7th, the North Nodal conjunction may bring a very destined relationship through a friendship or romance. Once this now goes into Cancer in your 8th house, this is going to facilitate transformation of your relationship dynamics through being able to intimately connect with certain special people. And this is where that trine to Venus natally 4 degrees in Pisces is going to bring up the sensitive divine quality of your heart to extend cardinally and forward with people who you definitely want to romantically connect with. So this is a very auspicious time to be in a relationship, to even get married randomly, or not randomly, but unexpectedly, or really just to connect with any existing friends and develop your friendship with them a lot more. Because we're going to have the Leo sun go over your moon, this is also going to be a personal like new moon effect that's going to fill light in your soul. And you, like me, we're Saturn vessel aliens. So this is definitely going to be a very empowering period. Just be very mindful, because with that square to Leo that's going to be had to your 6th house and your 12th house, the purpose of this transit is to align your beliefs in a way that honor your hidden spirituality and how you ground that physically. Next year, once this cross is complete, you will have completed this. You'll have the perfect balance. But this is just based on transforming after this Leo season, you're going to be so much more confident in yourself, because you're also breaking through. Being born in the 70s, you have Sun square Pluto. And so all this Pluto square in Capricorn is also going to be breaking through the inhibition of value you feel around other such colleagues, so that after this, you don't have any more insecurity. You don't have any more perceived like self-esteem issues. I don't think come from you. I think it comes from other people. And so your ability to deal with that in others is going to be so much more bold, so much more powerful, so much more confident. Okay, so other than that, you're also going through a Chiron return. Chiron is opposite your Pluto, and this is making sure you fulfill the assertion of masculinity needed in order to foster greater courage in the expression of your inner child. Other than that, you stay blessed as always. I hope you enjoyed this report. And until next time, peace.